pay out
Previously
a couple
on
of
Water
$100
Your
per
Soul.
month in regards to their student loan. So don't just think this whole student loan forgiveness thing is just going to be impacting towards student loans. There's going to be a trickle down domino effect. It's going to affect credit cards. It's going to affect credit scores. It's going to affect the housing market. There will be a big impact, and not in a positive way. Now, if you look at my past videos, I made numerous past videos where I was telling people, hey, what's going on out there? I'd like to welcome you all to Water Your Soil. So this video right here is going to be about 5 rules that you want to have for the Discover It secured credit card. You want to pay attention to these 5 rules. These 5 rules should help you graduate the card. Speaking from experience, I am someone who graduated my Discover secured credit card. Now, I graduated mine back in 2015. I have helped numerous people graduate theirs as well. So I'm just sharing my advice and my experience with you all, and hopefully you all can reap the same benefits of having your card graduate as well as building a credit profile. That way you can go on and get credit cards with not only Discover but other credit card companies as well. All right, so the first rule is to make sure you have the income to spend. Now, remember what I just said. I said have the income to spend. Because I know some of you, you'll say, hey, I got the income, but your income may be dedicated towards things like rent and things like that. It may be dedicated towards, large amounts, maybe $1,000 or whatever amount it may be. Your income may be dedicated to that. Well, when it comes to a secured credit card, your credit limit more than likely isn't going to be a big credit limit. Even if you decide to put down, let's say $1,000 or $2,000, that's really not a large credit limit. So you're going to have to be mindful of having the income to spend as well as being able to spend a certain amount. And I'm going to get into that further on. But sometimes people, they come by here, they don't have a checking account, they don't have a debit card, and they say, hey, I got $1,000, I just got $1,000 check. Should I sign up for a secured credit card? But if you don't have stable income coming in on a month-to-month basis, it doesn't matter the amount. It just needs to be stable income. I have helped people over the years who had an income less than $20,000 a year, and they were able to go and get approved for the Discover secured card as well as graduated. So you need to have an income. You don't need to have a large income, but you do need to have income coming in, because Discover wants to see that you have income coming in as well as you want an income coming in for your own protection. Because the last thing you want to do with a secured credit card is go out and make purchases but don't pay them off. Don't do that. That's not going to be a rule, but I would think all of you have common sense enough to know you have to pay off what you spend. So we're going on to rule number 2. Rule number 2 is set a budget. You want to make sure you set a budget for your secured credit card. So let's say you have a $1,000 credit limit. You want to make sure you have a budget to spend within that $1,000 credit limit. You don't want to go over a certain amount. In step 3, we're going to touch on what the certain amount should be. But for now, you want to make sure that you do set a budget with your secured credit card. You want to keep that budget in mind on a month-to-month basis. Don't forget about the budget, because I know some people, they'll set a budget, they'll do it for 2, 3 months, 4 months, and then by month 5, they go right back to doing whatever they want with their secure credit card, whether it's going out, getting rentals, getting hotels, going out, having lavish dinners, whatever it may be. They go and they break that budget. So the main thing you want to focus on is sticking by your budget with your secured credit card. One thing I want a lot of you to realize is these secured credit cards are only supposed to be secured temporarily. They're not supposed to be secured permanently. If you have a Discover secured card and it is secured permanently, that means you're doing something wrong with the card. Because if you use these cards right and you do the rest of the things in this video, normally your card will graduate within a certain length of time. Now I'm going to get on that a little further, but for now, in step 2, make sure you set a budget with your card. All right, so step 3, I touched on this a little earlier in step 2. Step 3 is use a good utilization for your card. Now, if some of you don't know what utilization is, I have a video. It's going to be in the description box below. It explains utilization to a T. I break down what it is. I break down the purpose of it. I break down how to calculate it. So you want to watch that video after you watch this video. I break it down to a T. So I don't want you coming by in the comment section saying, hey, how do I calculate utilization? Or what amount should I spend on this credit card? I'm telling you in that video, I'm breaking down utilization. I'm giving you the best simple explanation of how to calculate utilization in that video. But you want to make sure you keep your utilization at 10% or less. Now, the credit bureaus, they're going to tell you 30% or less, but for optimal results, you want to make sure you keep your utilization on your credit card on a month-to-month basis. This is on a month-to-month basis. You want to make sure you keep it at 10% or less. So if you're spending $1,000, you want to keep your spending at $100 or less. Make sure you're on point with your utilization. This is mainly for your credit score. This isn't really for the credit card per se, but it's mainly for your credit score. It helps your credit score in regards to your credit report because utilization is calculated on your credit report. So make sure you're good with your utilization. Like I said, once again, the video is below in the description box. It's called Utilization Explained. Check that video out. It will help. Number 4 is big because I've been helping people out over the years in regards to understanding and learning how the FICO credit scoring models work. And one thing people don't understand, they'll have credit cards and they'll be like, well, I'm paying my credit cards on time. I'm watching my utilization, but my credit score isn't growing or my credit score is decreasing. What am I doing wrong? And I always refer people back to their credit report. Your credit score is a symptom of what's on your credit report. So if your credit score is suffering, just like pain or bleeding, whatever it may be, it's a symptom of something else. So when your credit score is suffering or is not moving, you always want to revert back to your credit report. Check over your credit report. Look at your credit report. See what other accounts are on your credit report. See if it's hard inquiries. See if an account was added or account was closed. There are so many things to pay attention to on your credit report. And one of the main things you want to do when you do have a secured card is making sure you are managing your other accounts on your credit report correctly, whether that be student loans. Hey, student loans are starting back up this fall. In my previous video, I talked about that. Student loans are starting back up, whether it's an auto loan, whether it's a personal loan, a home loan, like a mortgage, whatever it may be. Make sure you are paying on time and make sure you're not late and you're managing it the right way. Because some people, they get these secured credit cards and they're like, hey, you know, I've been managing my secured credit card, right? But it won't graduate. Well, make sure your other things are in order. For most of you, your credit report is going to be more than your secured credit card. So those other accounts on your credit report, make sure you are managing them the right way and make sure you're handling business. And the final rule, which is the most important rule of all of them, I called them steps previously, but they're rules. So the final rule, rule number 5, do not rush graduation. And I'll say it again, do not rush graduation. I've been receiving comments on my older Discover videos as far as the Discover It secured credit card. And people come by and they say, hey, if you do this, you'll graduate quicker. If you put a higher credit limit, you'll graduate quicker. Listen, do not try to rush your graduation. Manage your cards the correct way. Follow the other rules that I listed in this video previously and manage your Discover secured credit card the correct way. And hopefully you'll be graduating within that 7 to 12 month time frame. But what you don't want to do is rush it. If that 7 month comes around and you haven't received your deposit back, don't get discouraged and don't attempt to do something wild in order to speed up the process. Be patient, be diligent, but make sure you are managing your card and your other accounts the correct way. Eventually, it'll graduate, but it's up to Discover when your card will graduate. I'm not a big fan of all this talk like, oh, if you have a higher credit limit, it'll graduate quicker. I haven't seen proof of that. And you can have a high credit limit on your secured credit card, but if you're not managing it the right way, it's not going to graduate on time. So you want to make sure you are patient. Don't rush the process. Be patient with it. Like I said earlier, be diligent and make sure you're managing the other accounts that you have the correct way. I wish you all the best on your journey. I hope you all are able to graduate like myself and many others. The Discover It secured credit card is the best secured credit card. I stand by that. I'm not paid by Discover, but it just so happened to be my favorite secured credit card. I started out with that secured credit card, and I'm going to continue to refer it to people because I've been hearing so many great things from other people in regards to it. It have opened up the door for me. I went from starting off with one secured credit card to adding another one, and now I have as many credit cards as I desire. And I owe it all back to starting off with that Discover It secured credit card. That's what got me started. That put the battery in my back. And today I'm able to share my experience and wisdom with you all. And hopefully once you go and you graduate your card, you will do the same. But anyways, if you're new over here and you're feeling the vibe over here, this is Water Your Soil. Be sure to hit the subscribe button. Turn on all notifications, that way you don't miss a future video. And also, this goes to every single one of you watching, my subscribers included. Be sure to hit the like button. That's your way of supporting this video, getting it circulated. I appreciate every single one of you stopping by and watching this video. If you are watching and you're considering getting a Discover It secured card, I wish you the best on your application. I hope you get approved. If you don't, there are other secured credit cards out there. But no matter what secured credit card you end up with, make sure you are managing it the right way, and make sure you are managing your other accounts the correct way as well. This is Water Your Soil. I appreciate you all for watching, and I'm out. Wait. Before you leave, be sure to check out the description box below. That way you can have all the credit resources from Water Your Soil. Also, be sure to hit the subscribe button, the like button as well, all right? You know, people always come by here and they always leave comments and they ask for individual credit advice. But many of you may not know, I do have a book. The book is titled Strategies to Master Credit. It is available on Amazon. It also is available in ebook form on the website. You can check out the website, mastercreditbook.com. The book is called Strategies to Master Credit.